want a straight up, non-bias view on whether you should upgrade to an iPhone 16 or use a Samsung or Android. Honestly, it's really not worth your time. I'm using a 15 Pro Max at the moment, which I've had for 2 weeks, and I came from a Note S20, so 4 years old. This phone is actually a lot worse than the Samsung Note S20, and it doesn't have an SD card slot. The only bonus is that it's a fresh new device, so my email account is now no longer asking for extra money to actually allow me to keep my emails. But after 10 photos on this 15 Pro Max, it's already saying that my iCloud storage is full and it wants me to pay something like $5 a month in order to keep all that. My last phone, the Note 20 Ultra, the glue holding the front part and the back part of it split. It disintegrated. So I could literally the back would fall off and the lenses of the camera would just sort of sat in the little hole part of the back, and I could see the whole circuitry. So the phone these phones only have like a lifespan of about 4 years. Now, in the bigger picture, the manufacturers only give you a 3-year warranty for the lifespan of the phone, and the service providers give you 1-year warranty. So as soon as it's out of warranty, their handset is completely useless and full, essentially, and you're being forced to upgrade to a $2,000 phone, paying twice as much as you probably were when you paid off your other phone, and then all of a sudden you're back to square one with a phone that's essentially just the same, and it's not even much better. In fact, they're gradually getting worse because, once again, you don't have that extendable memory, and the cameras really haven't improved at all. The camera on this compared to the Samsung is backwards. It's a downgrade. If you try to swap from Samsung to Apple, it is literally impossible. You need to literally replace all your devices. It's not just a phone. Most of your accounts and everything you need to replace the emails for. It's literally just starting from scratch all over again. And if I was to upgrade to, I'm not even going to call it an upgrade, that's just the terminology for it. If I was to change to an S24 Ultra, the only difference is it's got metal around the edge, titanium metal, so the glue, I guess maybe that's why they did it, because they had a thing where it falls apart. But yeah, they're really ripping off everybody, and it's really not worth upgrading at all, in my complete honest opinion. And that's just from a user of both types. Yep, that's just from a user of both types of devices. Yeah, there's nothing special about either of them, really. Since iPhone 3 days, there's only really a slight amount of improvements. Screen's a bit bigger. That's about it, really. Screen's a bit bigger. It charges slightly faster. And you got, say password generators, and the camera is like a little bit better. And that's going back to like iPhone 3 days. Androids back then, now you've got an S Pen. Yeah, I mean, the face scanner on this iPhone's okay to unlock your phone, but then again, as soon as you look at your phone, it's unlocked. So if there's people around, they like to play with your phone, you know, being cheeky, or if you got a baby or whatever that wants to play with your phone, as soon as you look at it, bam, it's unlocked. The fingerprint scanner works really well on the Samsung. You can do documents easier on it if it's a note, because you've got the pen. I mean, really it's no massive deal, right? It's just overpriced crap, to be honest, and it's disposable crap that you're paying full price for over and over and over and over and over again, getting nowhere. And even when a product fails, like my phone did, companies are just like, oh well, too bad, you just have to upgrade now, and you have to pay like twice as much. And now they're making you pay like, you know, say $200 a month for a phone that's essentially the same as the one that you had before, possibly even worse. Because as I said, I don't have an SD card, so I can't just, you know, clean my memory out and swap it and have a fresh new memory on my phone like I could with my other one. So it's actually a downgrade. So yep, I'm just looking for a fair deal, to be honest, and to be treated fairly as a consumer and customer. I'm not one of those people, like a phone nerd. I'm not going to sit there and, like the phone companies, the people that were there when I was discussing the products with them, I'm like, so tell me about the difference. They're like, this one's Snapdragon, this one isn't. I'm like, so what is Snapdragon? They're like, oh, I know what Snapdragon is, do you? I'm like, no, that's what I'm asking. And they're like talking to the other people, oh, we know what Snapdragon is. And they wouldn't explain it to me. And it's like, okay, well, it's just something that controls the speed of the processing, or something like a processing unit that's in there. It's like, okay, cool, it's a processing unit, but what's so important about it? What's so, you know, good about it? All this kind of crap. And they wouldn't actually, they were just being really arrogant with their nerdiness about the phones, but wouldn't actually explain what this stuff does. And at the end of the day, I don't care about the jargon. I don't care about all that crap. I just, you know, want something that works, and that works well. I don't want to have to get sucked into it. And at the end of the day, when you actually do look into it, they haven't made all that stuff improve that much. It's like small improvements, small improvements, small improvements, and you're paying full price for it every single year. It's ridiculous. They're just ripping everyone off. So, yep, that's the honest review. I'm not going to sit there and be a salesperson. I'm not being paid by any of the companies. I don't get given any of my products for free. So I'm giving you a 100% honest consumer review from experience. And yeah, they're all a big rip-off.